We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the first post-football Friday edition of Stay Cashin'. Me and my boy Bill Rupp and Evan Han. Isn't it nice to just wait? You feel like got some space to stretch out in here, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a lot of room.
It's like first class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a little room in here. We're going to have Aber coming on. Healy's heading to the airport, so Aber's going to be coming on to do the NBA picks. We got Mike coming on later to do the UFC picks. He smashed last week. I'm going to shut my phone off. I think he went like 8-1 or something last weekend. We got NASCAR coming up this weekend. We got a lot of shit to talk about. College basketball bets, NBA bets. I got some futures for you. Talk a little football. We'll get it all covered here. So first, let me start with you. E, how you doing, brother?
Doing well. The windmill's up and working today, so we're not having any problems. But we're here. We're here.
So what happened?
I don't know. It was 1:20 on Wednesday, and all of a sudden my entire power goes out, and my girlfriend was like, "Did you pay the energy bill?" So I did pay it, by the way, but I guess something happened, and none of our entire apartment complex had power.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Crazy. It sucks, of course. Like
it was just the wind?
I guess so. It was super windy upstate, but last time was a tractor trailer hit a telephone pole. Like I'm just having freak accidents with this power stuff.
They're coming out. You see that shit in Mexico, Bill? Have you seen that shit in Mexico with the birds when the flock of birds just fucking collapsed? That's like Evan's house. That's the next event.
Uh-huh.
That's the next event. Evan's whole house is gonna get wiped out from a flock of black birds fucking crashing into his fucking roof.
Probable.
It's
weird shit going on up there.
Weird fucking shit. Weird shit going up in Canada too, which we'll talk about on a different show. Bill Rupp, what's up, buddy?
Not much. Just doing I'm looking up some stuff for NASCAR for this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Daytona, so it's wide open. So Daytona means if you hit, you win big money. Yeah. So we're talking about like the favorites, like 900 plus 900. So you're looking at least probably a +2, and the favorite never wins. It's always always multiple accidents. I was watching yesterday the heats. I do like the new cars. The new cars look a little bit cooler. They've got, now the drivers have the mirror, so they got that mirror. They got a rear view mirror that has a camera in there so they can see behind them now. So they're constantly looking in the mirror and shit. They got to get used to that. Should be pretty cool. So I'm waiting for tonight for the truck series, which I have a bet for. And I will also give out a bet for the Xfinity series tomorrow. And Daytona, they're going to have to sign up, Tommy. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to release my Daytona bet unless they sign up. I mean, I'm giving you two races already.
Hold on 1 second. Let me pause you. They're saying the audio is not matching the video. Hey, let me just check it. Hold on.
I'm working on it.
Cool. So I'm waiting for it tonight. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's like a half a
when
second.
You're watching a movie and a guy's talking, but it's like you're hearing like second before.
Yeah. So it's just like a half a second difference. So what if we just cover our faces and talk? Then is it fine?
Yeah. So now you don't know what I'm talking about.
Me and Bill just talk like this. Yeah. So until it gets figured. So anyway, so go on, Bill. I cut you off. I can do.
Right. Yeah. So you're gonna have to sign up at 4dbets.com to get the official pick for Daytona, and to get Trevor's gonna have a nice slate for DFS. So you're gonna have to sign up for both of those. I mean, why not? What else are you gonna do on Sunday? Watch golf and, maybe bet on the NBA All-Star game, but the fuck?
I mean, it's funny because everyone knows us for, me for college basketball, you for doing your NBA props and NFL stuff and all that. And it's just so funny that they don't even realize we have probably the best NASCAR guy and the best golf guy in the entire industry on the site. So our weekends, I know you guys are depressed with football ending. We're not depressed at all. Fuck that sport. Did great at the end of the year in football, but fuck it. Let's keep moving. We got fucking NASCAR and golf to pick us up, and we will be smashing because you don't see many +6,000s and +3,000s in football. That's NASCAR and golf is where you be getting those. And I'm going to actually give a couple NBA futures plays, dunk contest plays in the show too. So you'll have some plus 4, 5, 600s on this show too. I have a theory here, Bill. I was talking about it yesterday. I don't know if you were on the phone when me and Ghost were talking about it, but I think the perfect place for Russell Wilson to go is the Arizona Cardinals. I think it is the absolute perfect place for him to go. I think he finally, for the first time in his career, could play in warm weather. They already have a pretty good offense and a pretty good defense built in. They are a perfect fit for him, and he gets to play Seattle twice a year. So I don't know if this has already been said or rumored, or if this is something that's been talked about at all. I haven't seen it anywhere, but my bold prediction and my desire is Russell Wilson to the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, to the Arizona Cardinals.
And what are they going to do with Kyler Murray?
He's done. Like, whatever's going on there, I'm just assuming he's out. Like, that just looks like a complete disaster. You have the whole fucking team talking shit on him now. People coming out secretly from the locker room saying he's never been a good leader. He's not a team player. I think that's fucking done. I think that's done.
Well, I mean, he only does play half of a season.
Yeah,
he's
little. He's this big.
If they gave out half season MVPs, he'd win it every year.
Yeah. And I know people in the chat, like right in the chat where you guys think Russell Wilson goes and where you think he should go or want him to go. Obviously, Bill, everyone's talking about Denver and Pittsburgh seem to be two of the big ones. And I think those are great. You know, those are definitely good spots with a lot built in. Pittsburgh, you got a lot there.
If I'm Russell Wilson and I'm in Seattle and I've been playing in that fucking miserable, cold fucking shit all my career, do I want to go to Denver now?
No. Do I want to go to fucking Pittsburgh or Philly?
No.
Like, dude,
Philly would probably be the best out of all of them. But still, I'd rather you say Arizona. I mean, I'm there.
Dude, I mean, listen, what do these guys do? Russell Wilson's obviously, Ghost thinks he's washed. I think he's still in his prime. I think he's possibly an NBA.
We just saw him at the skills competition with a finger that's
light everyone on fire with 9 fingers.
Taking the ball, throwing it at a target 50 yards down the field, like hitting a fucking baseball. I mean, like insane.
Russell Wilson I think he's an MVP candidate next year, no matter where he goes. I think he's going to be motivated. Dude threw for like 5,000 yards and 40 touchdowns last year, the year before this past year. So, but honestly, if you think he is getting older, obviously, right? He's not a kid anymore. So he is getting older. What do all these guys do when they get older? Do they go play in the snow or do they go play in a fucking warm weather spot to fucking end their career? I mean, Brady went down to Tampa for a reason, because it was fucking, I think it is the perfect spot. And here's the thing with everyone talking about Pittsburgh and Denver and all that. I don't want to be in the AFC if I'm Russell Wilson. I want to get the fuck out of the AFC. I don't want to go anywhere near the AFC. I want to stay in the NFC where I am, because in the AFC, you have the fucking Bills with Josh Allen. You have the Chiefs with Mahomes who ain't going anywhere. You got the Titans who are always a threat with Derrick Henry. You got the Colts where if they get a quarterback, they could be a Super Bowl favorite coming into this year. You have the Chargers with Herbert. You have the Patriots and Belichick will always be able to be like, there's a lot there. Everyone young quarterbacks, everyone vibrant is in the AFC. And if you look at the NFC, the whole NFC East sucks. They're gone. You're not worried about any team there. The whole fucking NFC North sucks outside of Green Bay. And we don't even know if Rodgers is going to be there maybe 1 year at most. So you probably get Rodgers out of that division. The fucking South is garbage. The Saints, the Falcons, the Panthers, and Brady's not on the Bucks anymore. And then you basically just have the division which you would be going to, the West, with the Rams and San Fran. There's nothing there in the NFC.
Let's not count Brady out yet.
And Bengals. We forgot the Bengals in the AFC. Yeah.
Brady still may come back.
I think he is. I said when he retired, he was coming back. But even if he comes back, Bill, you're looking at Brady and Rodgers. That's all you're afraid of in the NFC.
There's a few spots going to be open for quarterbacks to go into a ready-made playoff team.
Yeah.
Denver being one, Pittsburgh being another. There's a few that are, those are playoff teams right off the bat.
And they're going to get quarterbacks, whether they get, an elite quarterback. Like, I don't think Rodgers is leaving. I've said that from the beginning. I think he's staying in Green Bay for one more year, and then he's going to the Colts because he wants to do his podcast with McAfee, and he's probably going to get to Indiana.
Well, I mean, did they franchise tag, what's his name yet?
I have no idea. But they're not going anywhere. They're both there this year. I'm certain of it. that they're not going anywhere. It'd be stupid. But I mean, you got nothing in the NFC. There's nothing there. The AFC is stacked. You're not even talking about the Ravens with Lamar Jackson back or all these. I mean, every team in the AFC is good. There's like 8 or 9 teams that can come out of the AFC.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to go through the NFC.
Even if Brady and Rodgers stay at Green Bay and Tampa, great. Okay, we got 3 teams to worry about. Like, that's it. So I would stay in the NFC, and I would want to beat Seattle's ass twice a year for the rest of my career. That's what I would want to do. Go fucking stomp them out twice a year for the rest of my career. You got Hopkins, you got Kirk, you got a good, young, talented team, Rondell Moore, you got a good defense. So that's my bold prediction. Russ Wilson to Arizona. I don't know if there's odds on it anywhere, but that's what I would love to see. Evan, any thoughts? Are you still there?
I think he's working on.
I'm a little busy trying to figure out the sound shit.
Yeah, no problem.
And then he makes the playoffs down there, and then Ghost looks like an idiot for saying he's washed up.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to win the MVP next year. Watch, Russell Wilson MVP. I'm putting it in right when he signs, wherever he goes. All in on fucking that for sure. So, you in agreement though? Aaron Rodgers staying in Green Bay?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I always thought he was for at least one more year, just because of the wide receiver connection. Once they franchise him, he has no choice. They're going to leave together.
Yeah, so they're going to stay together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is bigger than fucking sports. Just seeing how much Rodgers.
They just said, I read something that they signed. Packers hire Rodgers
quarterback coach, right?
Quarterback coach Clement.
He's not going anywhere.
So he's not going nowhere.
Not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. I'm telling you, it's not even about the Packers. It's about McAfee. I'm telling you, it's about McAfee. All these players, you saw Brady get into crypto. You're seeing all these guys want to do podcasts and shows. Aaron Rodgers is with AJ Hawk, his former teammate, and Pat McAfee on that show every fucking week. That's his future. When he's thinking post-football, he's thinking me and McAfee and AJ Hawk are going to be doing shows all the time. Same way the Manning brothers have their thing they're doing. All these athletes are looking beyond their career at this point. Green Bay is right next to fucking Indianapolis where McAfee's studio is. He ain't leaving that area.
He can do whatever. He can do whatever, bro. They offered him to fucking Jeopardy host, bro. So
yeah, he's already thinking beyond his career right now.
He'll be doing even if he wanted, he could probably get like a Monday Night Football gig or something.
He get whatever he wants. You get whatever he wants. So,
he's not.
But his horse is McAfee. I'm telling you that right now.
All that team needs is the special teams. They get a kicker and a couple guys on there who can catch punts. That's it.
Yep. Yeah. So I don't think he goes anywhere. Outside of that, there's not much going on. We talked about the sexual harassment shit that was going on Rupp and Rackets on Wednesday. So, Bill, if you want to fill everyone in on what happened with that for those people that don't know.
Just that the guy was 32 years. He was there for the Cowboys, and he heard the story was coming out, so he retired in February. Mm-hmm. Then the story came out that he accidentally walked into the girl's locker room, used his key card. He had to use the bathroom, and he stayed in there and using his phone like this to take pictures up their skirts. And then supposedly somebody had called in years ago that they were seeing him on television look up the skirt of Jerry Jones' fucking daughter or granddaughter's fucking dress with his fucking phone. So these cheerleaders were paid off $2.5 million not to say anything. And this guy's been doing it for years. 32 years of pervosity going on in that fucking stupid organization.
I mean, between that and the Redskins shit with the bug, I know a player who I spoke to who's got inside information and texts everything about what went on that fucking boat. And dude, these cheerleaders have just been getting fucking sexually harassed, raped, abused by these people for fucking years at all these organizations. It's listen, there's a lot going on that people don't know about, and there's a new thing which is going to be happening in the next week or two, which I'll give you a little tease on, involving No Mercy, that is going to give us a new outlet to discuss all this stuff. So I've been working behind the scenes. We have a big announcement coming in a week or two for those of you interested in this type of conspiracy talk. I know Bill will be in there trolling everyone. But anyway, let's get to some of the bets here. So we'll get to NBA in a minute. We're going to bring Aber on. We'll bring Mike on. I'll start with college basketball. Pretty straightforward today. I gave you the Kentucky future. I still think Kentucky wins it all. I know everyone on Twitter is all Kentucky's dead because they lost to Tennessee. Guys, that was the biggest trap line in the history of America. You can go to my Twitter, scroll back 3 days. Like Tennessee being a favorite by 1 or 2 against Kentucky. Complete trap line. Of course, they lost that game. I wrote on Twitter they're going to lose this game. I just don't bet against Kentucky. But Kentucky's going to win it all, so I have that out to you guys already at a plus 1,100. It's already down to plus 850. But I'm going to tie that into something in a minute. But from a college basketball perspective today, there's not that much. It's Friday. Friday's usually a pretty shitty day for college basketball. Little announcement. Starting next week, we're moving the show to Tuesday will be the first show. Okay, so no more Monday. We'll be moving it to Tuesday, which will be the first show. So we'll let you guys know. Follow it on Twitter. Make sure you're following at Stay Cash and Show, at 4 Deep Bets, at Tommy G, at Bill Rupp, all that. But follow us. We'll let you know. So we're going to move to a Tuesday show because it's Super Tuesday for college basketball. It's the biggest day for college basketball. We also have a college basketball roundtable special edition shows we're going to be doing for the conference tournaments and for March Madness. So that's all coming. So next week, Tuesday, not Monday, we'll change all the signage and everything. And then we'll let you know on Tuesday if it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. But yeah, I mean, today it kind of sucks. There's one game I really like. It is Detroit Mercy. So Detroit Mercy minus 110 versus Northern Kentucky. This game I actually like a lot. This may end up being a max bet on the site. But that's really it. I mean, you got Butler, St. John's. I do like Butler a little bit. I'll let the subscribers know. I just need to see one more thing. I think 8 points is too many for Butler in this game. Talked to one of my boys who's big time, but like fucking knows every single thing about Butler. Went to school there, whole nine, and he agrees that number's a little too hefty. So at 5 p.m., you could throw that in there, Ev. Throw that in there. 5 p.m. Butler plus 8. So Butler plus 8 at 5 p.m. We'll throw that out. And Detroit Mercy, that's at 7 o'clock minus 110. So those are the 2 college basketball plays for today. Let's get over to the NBA here, Bill Rupp. I want to talk about something first before we bring Aber in. We got the All-Star game, right, this weekend. Do you have a lean on any of the All-Star events? Because I have a play that I was talking about all yesterday, talking about with you, and it already moved $1.50.
I like yours. I've already bet it. And I'm going to go with the Cavs. The Cavs team on the skills challenge. Mm-hmm. Giannis and his brothers. I mean, what the fuck? His brothers suck. So that's stupid. And then the other guys are thrown together. I mean, the Cavs guys play together all year long. Mm-hmm. They should form some type of, I don't know what the event is.
They changed the whole format and everything. Yeah.
It's not individual anymore. So I don't know exactly what they're doing, but I would figure a skills challenge, you would have to be somewhat teammates. So I'm going to go with the teammates on that and the teammates to win the skills. But until I find out what it is, I'm not going to put a lot of money on it. I'm just going to do it a little bit. But like I said, the Giannis Antetokounmpo and his stupid brothers. I mean, fuck. Might as well just had Jokic go out there and
fucking his 2 brothers fucking wrestle everyone.
Stupid brothers go out there and wrestle them.
Yeah. There's so I was talking about this one yesterday. My favorite bet of the whole thing is Luke Kennard. He was plus 600 yesterday when I first saw it. It was plus 475 at the time we put the plays out this morning for the show. On FanDuel, it's already down to plus 400 on FanDuel.
Might have had something to do with him going like 8 for 10 from the 3 yesterday and scoring 30-something points.
Fucking worst thing that happened. Worst thing. I think he should have been the favorite the whole time. He was actually the 4th biggest favorite. He was behind Mills, Van Fleet, and Trae Young.
When I looked at the thing, who on there is a besides Patty Mills, who's a 3-point shooter? A constant 3-point shooter on that.
I mean, you have Mills, Bain, but I mean Van Fleet and Bain. It's
Towns.
I mean, listen, I didn't really understand why the odds were so high. The plus 600 was fucking ridiculous. That was absolutely insane. I think it's still plus 425 at DraftKings. I think 475 at MGM. So anything over 400 definitely still hit that. But that line's he should be like plus 200. He's a bigger guy. He doesn't have a big jump when he shoots, which is important in the 3-point contest. He's a killer. I mean, you guys saw when he scored 9 points in fucking 7 seconds, or what was it, 7 points in 9 seconds to win that game with Ethan.
It's good that he's coming off of fucking 8 for whatever
He's on
night.
fire coming in. I mean, he's also the guy of the whole entire field with the highest 3-point field goal percentage. He's the 5th best in the entire NBA. So he's got the best field goal percentage. He's got the shortest effort in his motion and his release. He's coming in hot. I mean, I don't understand how this dude's plus 400 even. So get in on that, pound that. Luke Kennard plus 400, 3-point contest. And another one for the dunk contest. I don't see many of the lines up, Bill, for the dunk contest.
They don't have none of the legal books like FanDuel, DraftKings. They don't have dunk contests. Those will only be on the offshores.
Offshore. Yeah, I saw Cole Anthony on the offshore plus 250.
Yeah,
I know Obi
it's
Toppin.
not like a real win. It's like people hanging up stupid cards and shit.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. So, but Cole Anthony plus 250 is the play I like. He won the high school dunk contest. Literally one of the better dunks he did. He did the J.R. Ryder 360 through his legs off a guy's head. So he's got experience at dunk contests, already won the high school dunk contest, and he's almost plus 300 on some of these offshores. So he's another one I like, Cole Anthony plus 250.
That thing is stupid. I think Aaron Gordon should have won it like 3 years in a row, and then they fucked him. And
Zach LaVine too, right?
That thing's stupid.
So retarded. But the Kennard is my favorite play, and then the Cole Anthony I'm taking a stab on. But let's bring Aber in for some NBA talk here real quick, if you got him available there, Evan. Let's see. Let's let him load in while we fucking stall here for a second. Bill, any other NBA All-Star bets? Do you have a bet on the game? Team LeBron versus Team Durant?
No. I mean, I won't bet on anything until I see it. Maybe in-game, some overs and shit. But, I mean, I've had
a lot of success betting the favorite if they go down in All-Star games, or either team that goes down big.
What was it last year? Last year we bet something. I forget. We kept hitting it. It was, I don't know what it was. Remember we kept hitting it?
I think it was a total.
It might have been. I remember
Did the game last year go under? Because I think it was.
Or no. I think I had a max bet on Team LeBron, right? Because they were so much better, and I just kept hitting them. I think that's what it was. I don't remember, though.
No, I think it was a total. So the game ended 170 to 150. So
no. I remember because the fourth quarter they played quarters. Remember?
Yeah.
And they played quarters. They didn't play. It wasn't the whole game. Remember that's how they did it.
Uh-huh.
And then if you want because you played each quarter, so we bet each quarter, and then your total went towards the fourth quarter. That's why and then remember once you won by 20 or something, they stopped the game. There was no time limit.
I remember there was really something weird going on.
Once you won by 20, they stopped the game. There was no time.
So maybe that's what it was. Maybe we were hitting the fucking under. So I don't know. Whatever it was, we found a glitch. We found a glitch in the algorithm on FanDuel and DraftKings compared to the game. I have no memory. I'm brain dead. But yeah, and we ended up smashing the ever living shit out of it. So we'll be doing the same thing this year if we find
I don't know if they're doing the same format. Like last year they did whoever won the first quarter got they won the game, and then that was they went towards their charity, and then whoever won the second quarter won, and then it started back over, and then the fourth quarter whoever was up by 20 won the game.
Yeah. Card said someone has the volume on their computer up. I don't hear that. Bashing the ever living shit out of it. No, I don't hear it on the show either. So I don't know, Card. It might be you. Maybe you have your volume up.
Aber's here, but his camera's off.
Hi, Aber. You look good.
Aber, I see connecting to audio. I don't know if he's here. Aber, can you hear us?
Might have a bad connection in that van of his.
Yeah. So we'll continue on. Bill, what do you like in the NBA right now tonight?
There he is. They have the Rising Skills Challenge or something game tonight.
Yep.
I probably won't be betting it because I'll be watching NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
So
you don't like anything in that thing tonight?
No, I don't like anything.
All right. Aber baby, what's up, brother?
What's going on, man? How you guys doing?
Good, bro. So what do you think of the All-Star Game festivities here? You got any leans on anything going on this weekend or tonight?
I don't get too heavily invested in this. I take this time to kind of readjust for the second half, but I do like a couple takes. I do like. I heard you guys talking about Kennard. I think he's a pretty good pick. I do think that this is playing the odds, though. I think it's a. I mean, I think there's obviously potential that there's 4 or 5 of these guys that could win this. So I do like Desmond Bain at plus 600 just because you're getting a little bit better odds.
I like him
so,
too.
I mean, he's got about a 42% 3-point percentage. So, I mean, he's a pretty good 3-point shooter. So, I mean, it's about time that he starts thriving as well, too. He needs to get his name out there because he's one of the up-and-coming guys. So, I do like him quite a bit. The other one is I do like Giannis for MVP. I know that seems kind of obvious, but the fact that you're getting him at plus odds is kind of wild for me. I just feel like it's going to be one of the captains, in my opinion, and I just feel like LeBron's kind of not out there to showboat and win an All-Star MVP. He's got bigger things on his mind, so I lean Giannis on that side. As far as the skills competition goes, though, I am honestly not too up to tune. I heard you guys talking about that they kind of changed the format of it, which kind of explains why I don't know too much about it. So I honestly can't speak on that very well, but I mean,
I think this skills competition is pretty much just you're degen betting and just throwing something out there. I mean, it's literally. Right. I mean, I've been doing research, like hunting around, talking to some people I know too, to see if anyone has a lean on it. It's kind of going to be like the NFL Pro Bowl, where like you throw something out and then as it's going on, you're figuring out what the fuck's going on. But it's not like they're preparing for any of this shit. But I like the Giannis call for sure. What didn't he drop like 35 in 19 minutes or 20 minutes? I was looking at last year.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of watched some of the game last year too, and he was just basically like the team didn't want to rebound, so they were just like letting him grab easy boards and letting him run the ball up the court. And he's like one of those showboaty guys, so he can get out there and get some nice dunks in, and nobody's going to try to block him because nobody's out there trying to get hurt. So, I mean, it just seems like a pretty flashy way to just kind of bet him at plus odds and run with it. So,
I mean, that seems good. If looking at the box score from last year, so on Team Durant, Tatum 21, 24 for Irving, 26 for Beal, 21 for Harden. And then if you look at Team LeBron, Giannis played 19 minutes, 35 points, 7 rebounds. Steph Curry had 28, Jaylen Brown had 22, and Damian Lillard had 32. So I like that. Yeah, plus 400 for Giannis. I mean, that seems like a good bet. And honestly, judging by last year, how much of a fucking landslide it was in one direction, seems like LeBron had a better feel for what the fuck he needed to do to get players on this team. So do you have a lean on the actual game itself? Team LeBron -6 over 321.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't do a lot of spread betting, so I would probably I think I'd be more fond of like doing money line Giannis just for the odds. I know, like you said, we're degenning this weekend, so that's kind of what we do. And even too, just kind of didn't touch on it though, but like even with the dunk contest, when you get those nice odds and stuff like that, like I wouldn't go into the dunk contest and just like bet, or the 3-point contest and bet just Bane. Like I would sprinkle on like 2 or 3 guys just because you're getting at such plus odds that, I mean, you're gonna walk out on top if you hit one of the 3. So I do like that approach.
Funny you said that because Bain and Kennard were the 2 guys I was going to hit at plus 600 each. I thought that
I was looking at the Rising Stars thing for tonight. There actually is a little bit of an advantage. So there's 4 teams. Each team has 7 players that were picked, and they play to 50. 3s and 2s. They play to 50. And then the final game is to 75. But you could get an advantage because they're showing you the teams, and some of these teams look a little bit better than the others. So the one team's Mobley, Cunningham, Wagner, Tate, Okoro, Sengun, and Daniels. I mean, not a bad little team. Another team has Bain, Edwards, Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart, Halliburton, Ochoa, and Hardy. And that team's really good too. So there might be an edge on these. Dig into the teams onto the players.
I'm gonna degen on this later tonight and start digging into it once it comes time to start. We'll have plays for it at 4 Deep because they have a bunch of different ways to bet it.
The team that I just read, the Anthony Edwards, Bain, Stewart, Halliburton, Ochoa, and Hardy is actually the favorite team.
I like that. Yeah, that team.
180. Yeah.
So, and then you could bet them versus Team Worthy in game 1-2 minus 176 if you wanted that. So we'll dig into that. We'll have plays for that on the site as we dig into the ridiculous festivities a little bit more. Anything else, Aber? Any finals predictions or Harden predictions? I mean, you weren't on this week when we had the Harden trade actually take place. We talked about it a little bit last week. What's your take on the whole lay of the land in the NBA and how things are going to shake out in the final run here?
Yeah, I think Brooklyn needs to get healthy. They're struggling right now. I mean, if you put their full team on the court right now, I don't see how they're not the favorites to win it right now. When I looked, I think earlier in the week, I do believe they were still favorites, which is I think that's kind of weird. Just the way the landscape is playing out right now, they're just clearly not contenders. But I mean, obviously, if you put them all on the court, they're one of the best teams in the league. So, I mean, I do think that they won that trade. It's kind of a weird debate I was having just because, I mean, the 76ers were trading a guy that literally refused to play for him. So you got to kind of take that into consideration when you're thinking about it. So at the end of the day, I think both teams won, but I think it fit better for Brooklyn for sure.
Yeah, so. I think the Nets got way better. I mean, Seth Curry and fucking Drummond alone. If you can get Drummond to fucking play like an animal like he did. I mean, he played 19 minutes last night. Again, and had fucking 9 rebounds and 6 points. I mean, he dominated that first game he played. Sometimes he just fucking goes away and he doesn't really want to play and shit. But I think Durant and all them guys, can motivate him in the final 20-something games. And he's going to be a fucking force to fucking on that team. They're going to have a nice team with him in the middle.
I'm going to tell you the other way around. I think Drummond, from what I've been watching from the personal side, is motivating that team. He's having fun. Like if you watch him out there, he's the one having fun with everyone. He's keeping the energy up on the team. Because right now, what people aren't. So let me give the bet I was going to give out at the beginning of the show. Nets right now are plus 600 on FanDuel to win the championship. That is absolute thievery. I think that is theft right now. They were the favorite, like Aber said on Monday. They're down to the 4th highest team behind Golden State, Milwaukee, and the Suns. This Nets team, from what I've watched over the last 3 days, especially without Durant on the court, without Kyrie on the court, without fucking Joe Harris, who isn't there, without Claxton, who isn't there right now. Like, they're still missing a bunch of guys on this team. But Ben Simmons obviously isn't there. But everyone's talking about Simmons. They're forgetting that Joe Harris isn't there. They're forgetting that Cam Thomas is evolving right before our eyes. Like, looks like he's literally becoming a very viable player. Andre Drummond is a big that fits in perfectly for 20 minutes a game to go in there and grab rebounds, hold the fort down. Blake and LaMarcus Aldridge look remotivated. I mean, this team is fucking deep as shit. And when you get out there with Seth Curry and Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving and that whole list of LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin, Drummond interchangeable, and then add the Patty Mills and Joe Harris. Now you're adding Cam Thomas. Like, that's a fucking deep, good team, and they're going to win the championship. The Nets are going to win the championship. The Warriors were the team I was worried about when Clay got back, but that team they don't look right. Clay doesn't look right. Something's wrong over there. I think Bill's right. Obviously, Draymond's not there, so you don't know anything until Draymond gets back. But the Suns, fuck the Suns. Suns aren't winning anything. They're a regular season team. That's all they are. And I think it's Nets Bucks. And I think it's the Nets. I think the Nets plus 600 is a steal. And I'm going to give out a parlay. Nets championship, Kentucky championship, parlayed plus 65.50. Nets to win the championship, Kentucky Wildcats to win the championship in their respective sports, plus 6,500. Hit it.
I do actually like that take a little bit as well too, just because what you're actually seeing from Brooklyn right now too is their second unit. You're literally like starting their second unit. So what you're doing is you're actually getting starter minutes out of their second unit. They're building chemistry. They're playing together. They're going to be the second unit when it comes to the final or the playoffs at least, and they're going to have good chemistry by then. They're going to know how to play in big games too because they're learning all this right now. So I do kind of think this is a good learning curve for them as well. So
yeah, I mean, if you make the argument that maybe Claxton starts, I don't know what they end up doing, at the 5 or whatever. You could argue that the only person on this team right now that's going to be in the starting lineup is Seth Curry, right?
Yeah,
like you can literally make that argument.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Nash actually came out too and openly said that Drummond needs to get his conditioning in check because he wants to play Drummond more. So
Drummond. I love Drummond. Me and Bill are big Drummond guys.
He's overweight, definitely overweight.
Yeah. And I think he will. I mean, I do. And you got LMA looks good, man. LaMarcus Aldridge looks like he's having a little resurgence. This team is good, man. They're deep. They're going to be playoff ready. And I think one of the things that people aren't looking at is this little sneaky emergence of Cam Thomas here lately is pretty fucking big for this team. They're going to have snipers all over the place. And with the fact that they have multiple people at multiple positions who do similar things, like the Patty Mills, Joe Harris spot, and, 3-point shooters, the LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin, those guys are interchangeable with Drummond. They're also kind of injury proof on some level, right? Like one or two of those guys can go down and it doesn't really hurt their depth because they have guys to plug in that are very similar to them. So I think this is the Nets championship to lose. The last thing I'll throw on it is you better believe that we're going to see some stuff with this New York mandate getting lifted. You're already hearing the mayor talk about how it's a tough decision for him. You saw Charles Barkley go on a fucking rant the other day on TNT saying he didn't even know unvaccinated players could play in Barclays. So you're starting to hear the chirping. And Aber, I think the Nets just pay the fine in the playoffs if they have to, and Kyrie plays at home.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Yeah,
no
so
doubt.
Get that in now before that's plus 300 if they announce Kyrie's playing at home. It's not going to go higher. I promise you that. It's only going to get lower. So, all right, Aber, appreciate you, brother. Any final words?
No, I think we're good. We're going to enjoy this All-Star break and get back on track next week, right?
Let's do it. So go take a little break, Aber. You've been working really hard. Go take a little weekend and have some fun.
All right, man. I'll see you guys. Thanks for having me, man.
All right, later, brother.
See you, bud.
All right, let's get over to the NHL before we do the MMA UFC Fight Night card. NHL bets. Evan, did Night Ghost send us some NHL bets?
He sent us 2 for today. And the first one is going to be the Florida Panthers team total over 3 and the Carolina team total over 3. And that's it for him.
All right. There's your update for NHL plays. I know those are 2 teams that Ghost is high on to possibly win it all, too. And
that Florida game totals 7.
Wow.
That's a lot of goals.
Yeah.
7.
You don't see 7 very often.
Wow.
Carolina 6, 5.5, 6. Yeah, Florida 7. Wow. That's pretty. You don't see that very often. So, and then again, Ghost was dropping a live bet fire last night, covering my ass. I had a bad night last night in college basketball. Felt like every team just collapsed in the final fucking 2 minutes of every game last night for me. So Ghost picked it up with the live hockey bets, and that is appreciated. Let's bring on Constantino, Mr. E. All right. So we'll have our little buffer of time here while Constantino figures out the technology.
I got two NASCAR bets.
Okay.
I want to give out before Mike comes in.
Go do it. There we go. Oh.
So tonight.
Go on, Bill.
So tonight we have they didn't do.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't do qualifications yet. So they do qualifications at 3:00. But before qualifications, I'm gonna go with the favorite, which is plus 850. What is it? Yeah, John Hunter Nemechek for Truck Series, guys. So make sure it's Truck Series tonight. Starts at 7:30. I like him a lot. And I'll give you tomorrow's Xfinity race, a guy that we rode all last year. He's plus 1,200, Mr. Ty Gibbs.
Yes, let's go.
At plus 1,200. He's a 18-year-old kid, grandson of Joe Gibbs. He won a lot of races, made us a lot of money last year. Going back to him to win Daytona, start off the year, plus 1,200, Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, we're talking, Michael.
I know. I'm trying to wave to somebody, but he's not seeing my nonverbal cues.
Well, we're waiting till Bill's done, and then we'll go to verbal cues.
Not you. I'm somebody behind my camera.
Oh, all right. Gotcha.
To get the final race, you have to join up, guys. So sign up for 4dbets.com, and me and Trevor, me and Goat will give you he'll give you the DFS side, and I will give you the bets. And Goat has bets too. So he does top 5s, top 10s, top 20s, and I do more stages and win.
But I like those too. I definitely like the Ty Gibbs plus 1,200. We rode him like a horse last year. Bill was on him early, and that kid drives hard. He's so this is the type of race where he could fucking either crash out early or win the whole fucking thing. Definitely, I think if he lasts till the end, he wins it. I agree with you, Bill. So Mr. Constantino, welcome back to the entrance, coming in hot and sideways, huh?
Yeah, the Bluetooth on the car was picking it up as I was walking away. But how's everybody doing today?
We're doing great. Michael. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'd like to start right away by recapping my last UFC card.
I would love to recap it. We spoke about it to start the show. I think the floor is yours. You fucking absolutely annihilated it.
Let's talk about it. So last week we crush everything. So I gave you an underdog winner, Jacob Malkoun plus 105, cash it. I gave you a parlay plus 140, Jeremiah Wells, Bobby Green, cash it. Put them all together for the Super Bowl weekend parlay with the Rams on the money line plus 680, cash it. Okay, so we crushed it last week. This week I'm going to come out of the gate. We have a 12-fight card. It's an afternoon card. There's a lot of big favorites on the card, a lot of fighters that I'm familiar with on the card that I've cornered against, including Jim Miller, and we're going to have a bet on that fight. But the free bet that we're going to give out, we're going to do a plus money parlay on my girl Jessica Rose Clark. Career resurgence, very good Muay Thai striking. She's fighting a girl named Stephanie Egger, who we've bet, I think, on and against in the UFC. She's predominantly a grappling-based fighter. Not much in the stand-up at all. I watched her hit pad. She's literally looks awful on the feet, and I think that Rose Clark will outclass her on the feet, and I just don't think Edgar would be able to submit her or maybe win enough minutes on the ground to win the rounds. So we're going to go with Jessica Rose Clark, Jess, as the first leg of the parlay. And then we're going to cash it with a violence bet. We're going to go inside the distance on the Al Hassan Joaquin Buckley fight. So Al Hassan has 11 victories. All 11 victories are by way of knockout. He has 3 losses. One of the 3 was by knockout. On the other side, Buckley, 10, I think, of his 13 wins are by knockout. 3 of his losses by knockout. This one's not going to last long. So we're going to take the inside the distance, and we're going to parlay it with Rose Clark, and we're going to take back 105. So that is the free bet parlay. For the rest of the betting blueprint, you got to sign up. We've been telling you forever, and we've been hot with MMA. So get on over to 4 Deep Bets and sign up and get the entire betting blueprint for tomorrow. And we've been hot on DraftKings as well. I gave a hot take last week, which was to fade the main event UFC champion Israel Adesanya. And the basis was, even if he wins, he's not going to score many points. So I have another hot take for DraftKings this week also in the betting blueprint. And we got massive leverage to the field, as Adesanya did win and he won a decision, but he was the 6th highest scoring fighter. So that's it.
Nice. And also, what is your take? My boy's fighting Johnny Walker. Do you have any leans or any thoughts on the title, not title fight, but the headlining fight here?
A lot of BDE, and Tommy discovered Johnny Walker one day when we were in his living room, and we loved him, right? He knocked him out. Then he had a couple of rough fights. You know, he lost to Corey Anderson. He had another loss mixed in there. Now he's fighting Jamal Hill, who's a power-based, long-range striker. It's going to be a good fight. It's not going to last long either, but the inside the distance is egregious. So you're going to take whoever you like in that fight, whether it's Walker or Hill, and put them inside the distance prop, and you're going to get better money on it. Tough fight to call. And I'm leaning, I guess, Hill, in it, but I like Walker, and I'm going to try to maybe even find a way. A lot more research to do, and most importantly, I got to see how everybody looks on the scales.
Yeah, I think probably just my built-in bias. Whenever I can get Johnny Walker at plus money, it's something I'm interested in, just because me and you talked. His skill set is there. Just a matter if he could put it together. We've seen him look like the next John Jones, and then we've seen him disappoint where we're like, what the fuck are we watching? So depending on which guy shows up, I think he could beat anyone. So plus 210 looks a little tasty there to throw in some parlays.
He's hard to.
What's that?
Yeah, I said, and he's kind of hard to finish. He has been finished before, but not often. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
that fight very tentative, and that won't work here, against a range striker. So I'm going to see how they look on the scales, see how everything looks before, really, if I do make a bet there. But I do like it inside the distance, but the line's really high. So that's why I said if you like it, you got, a side, you package it with inside the distance because I don't see it going to the judges.
Yeah, I'm with you. Bill,
What's
what
up
they're
with
talking.
those Zsa Zsa Gabor glasses.
When you win a 680 parlay, a plus 140 parlay, and a plus 105 straight underdog, you wear the glasses.
Where's my glasses then?
You got to get them. You got to get them, Bill. Go get some fucking glasses.
Oh, all right.
That's why. I mean, I thought it was a Night Ghost impersonation at first.
I don't know what it was.
I thought it, or the what's the GIF, the meme? Deal with it.
What's the Healy one? The Brian Healy pick up on Friday. What's he say? Pick up on Fridays or pay me on Mondays. What's he say? Go to the
Bill
window.
has the collect on Mondays.
Collect on Mondays. I like that. That's Bill's?
No, that's Bill's. Collect on Mondays, Bill's.
I'm going to challenge that. I thought that was Healy's.
He's challenging Collect on Monday being Healy's. Have you ever met a
coordination of that? I thought it was Healy.
No.
I mean.
Okay.
Come on, Mike. Better. It's Bill's.
Mike Ghost. Change my name to Mike Ghost.
Mike Ghost. You got to do it out of a car next time. But all right. I mean, that's pretty much covered in the chat. They're talking about. I think it's just a miscommunication there with Gibbs. We know Gibbs in Xfinity. We know. Yeah, we know not
racing at Daytona.
Yeah, it's still at Daytona.
Nah, that's on me. I
Not
put
in
it in
the
the,
Cup
put it in the
Series.
thing saying Daytona.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So they were talking about there. Yeah. No, it's still at Daytona. Mike, final words.
Final words is join 4 Deep Bets if you haven't yet. We've been hot. I mean, let's go. Especially with UFC. Get in for this weekend.
Yep. We got UFC, golf, NASCAR. Still popping to fill your.
Pulse is on fire. Plus
Yeah,
2,100. I mean, geez. And that was the second.
This is fourth one. Price is out of his fucking mind.
I mean,
I think
an eye for talent. I'll tell you that.
hey, I always said I don't need to be the best. I just need to find the best. So we got the best people here by far. Bill Rupp, final words.
Did anybody bet on Neiman this week?
I don't even know what Neiman is.
Golf?
No. Why?
Oh, no, I got him yesterday or early this morning at plus something. He's plus 110 now. Let's go.
To win the tournament?
Yeah.
What's he, like 15 strokes ahead?
Oh, he's killing it.
Wow, look at these two guys just fucking running away.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Wow, look at that. Neiman. I thought you were talking about Nemechek.
No.
I was like, no, didn't bet on Nemechek yet. So what are your final words there, Bill?
None. Collect on Mondays, and Ghost isn't here for me to follow. Me to follow
You better
him.
pay Healy royalties on that.
And join so you could get the winner for the Daytona race. Me and Goat will be giving out. So join.
Get on, Evan. Final words.
Collect on Mondays. Ghost isn't here for me to follow, so just join so you can get the winners for the NASCAR.
You know it.
There we go. My final words will be stay cashing next week, Tuesday. Big Tuesday for college basketball. Change of schedule, change of agenda. Tuesday, we're also working on some secondary shows that will be coming out. A lot of big things happening with the site, with 4deepbets.com, with Stay Cashin', and with No Mercy. You'll be hearing about them all in the next week or two now that football is over. We finally got time to have some fun the way we want to have the fun. So keep your ears to the ground. Get over to 4deepbets.com, as everyone said already. Sign up, join us, check it out, and we will see you on Tuesday, not Monday. Tuesday, same bat time, same bat channel. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go!
Let's go!